I make more difficult part of my life to work to it, and I hope you enjoy this test through town. On this episode of the My Life podcast, I'm going to tell you about a series of events that all stems from me falling in love with one of my caregivers in the government funded, government regulated adult care home system that I live in is a big no-no. But it happens quite often. Although not quite often, but it happens more often than you think. And my instance started New Year's Eve of 2017. It was New Year's Eve, and the normal graveyard we had at the time wanted the night off so she could ring in the New Year. So they called in one of the on-calls who was able to pick up the slack. And I was highly inebriated because it was New Year's and I don't spend New Year's sober as general. And so I was just hanging out in my bedroom doing, watching wrestling movies. I was keeping to myself, no real issues, until my cup ran dry. And when it did, I went out and asked the lady for a refill. And she said, sure, I'll use some. Well, she took one look at me and she realized, even though I was well composed and kept my nerves and kept my core like I usually do, it took about 5 seconds to realize I wasn't sober. That I wasn't in a higher, I wasn't sober. So I basically said, yeah, but I'm not gonna do anything if that's what you're worried about. And she said, no, I just made a statement because I like to have a little fun too every once in a while. And but you're fine if you feel that you're fine. And I said, my friend usually hold it pretty well. And after a while, we are carrying on perfectly lower, perfectly happy, perfectly coherent conversation, and please tell me a little bit about her kids and telling me that she's a bit of a country girl and I'm telling her a little about myself, and when I've been drinking, I'm even more chatty, so I'm just talking, and we're just kind of doing our thing, and pretty soon it's about 2 in the morning, and I'm trying to sober up the pad, but we're still going, we're still tight, and she's telling me a little bit more about her past and about her life and about her dad and her kids and all that sort of stuff, and I'm telling her a little bit more, just talking to her, trying to get to know who I'm working with. And pretty soon I decide to go to bed because by then it's 3:44 in the morning, and I've gone from drunk to drowsy, so I decide just to call it a night so she can see the bed. No troubles, no issues, no. She's she's new, but she's confident in what she's doing. At that time, she's been in the field since she was 18 years old. She put 10 years in. At that point, a lot of them were working in high medical needs homes like I am considered, so she was considered, and so she just kind of says, well, see you next time. And we said bye. Let's say that. Well, so I woke up the next morning and I thought, that was neat, because she was a country girl. We had some things in common, and it's very rare to find a country-oriented type caregiver who I can relate to. They're out there, they're just hard to find. So, a few weeks later, we had another open shift for whatever reason. So, they called her again and she's able to pick up the slack. And so I thought, hey, cool, this one might be kind of fun. But other 3 years, I was so when she saw that this time. So we're tired. We just kind of pick up where we left off and telling me more, and I'm telling her more, but this time I'm kind of keeping an eye on myself. By this point, I realized that we have friends. So I'm kind of watching myself because I realized we have some things in common in the way we were raised and how we think and all that. So I thought I'm talking to her, and I realized my heart rate picked up, which is as hopefully all of you know is one of the first signs you'll find fall for somebody. It was a perfectly natural reaction. I wasn't worried about it, but that's what I was watching for. So we just keep going pretty soon. It's 4 o'clock in the morning again. So I decided time to bed. She repeats the process again. Everything goes well, and we do this till I would say about February, and by February I have a pretty good idea of where I'm at. Not only do I have somebody I have talked to, and somebody I was relate to, but by this point she knows about my disability, she knows about my high school days, she knows about my family, never met any of them, that she knows about them. And also, by this point, I realized that I'm not going to bed on Saturday night because she can only work Saturday night, because at that time she was a single mother, had 5 kids, needed child care to be able to work, and all of that. And her mother was her babysitter, but it took her a few days earlier in the week to be able to set that up every week. So for her to be able to run the so not only am I excited to see her, I look forward to see her. Because now that the ball's rolling, I want to be able to hear that rolling. So we go on and February comes to March, and one night about the 16th of March or so, about 4:40 in the morning, she takes me to bed, and this is the expect the house, and goodbye like we always do, but only this time she puts up my wheels on the side of my bed, and she leans over to what I thought was give me her, that she kisses me. No, it wasn't a big amount nasty romantic type thing, but it was a definite kiss, and so I just it took me by surprise, and it caught me off guard because she kind of just snuck up on me with it. So I kept my cool, and I responded appropriately, and I gave her a little bit of squeeze. We sat by and we parted as friends, and so the next week she comes in, and I just flat out her. Do you realize what you did last week? And she says, yeah, I kissed him. How did you like it? And I said, I like it, but if we are gonna do this, I want you to be honest with me, and I will be honest with you. Well, so we always that we were good friends with potential, because Keith and she was just coming out of a marriage, and she was going through a divorce and all that. So she was just having fun with considering the circumstances was just fine. And we want a civil, we want engaged, married, or any of that. So I let it slide, that I was very poignant with the, from that time forward. Don't get with me. If you find somebody else that you know and it'll probably hurt a little, but I'd rather you be honest and get with me. Well, so she said she would, and I believe that she was. But remember that whole thing about falling in love with your caregivers being a bit no. And one place that I messed up, and I will always take full blame to the day I die for this is she told me not to tell anybody about what we were up to, but me being the then immature 17/27-year-old that I was. So, what's the big deal? We're all friends. Nobody will tell. Nobody will know. It's not a big deal. I was sorry mistaken about that. Cause yes, seven out of the 8 people I told had the secret, but it was the 8th little weasel. He found me nameless, but if you ever hear this, you know who you are. But it was that person who was very black and white and very deep on the road, and this is why him blah blah blah. And he's the one that told, and who he told it was my friend's supervisor. And so even if me and my friends were rolling on this side, which we were, I mean, there was never a crossroads, never a mean-spirited comment, never. And she told me she had a couple of dates that I said earlier, due to the circumstances I wasn't worried, because none of them were very serious, and I realized due to human nature that humans like to play the field, especially when they're coming out of marriage or long-term commitments. So I was worried that at the same time I was head over wheels with her. And she was easy to talk to. We picked up the conversation just right where we left it off. There was nothing to it. It came easy. It was cool. So I was in hot heaven every Saturday night for the better part of 8 months. Well, so because of the fact that the federals onto us, people started going to live in the office, but the people who I had questions and they had trust in me to know what I was doing, they did me a solid and just kind of let things slide along under the table they had heard the gave the normal graveyard Saturday night out a weekend a night off to sleep, to spend with her kids, to spend with her then fiance and do whatever. So she was fine with it because of those reasons like that. Plus she knew that I was that we were well taken care of. So everybody was fine with that. But so you walked around and it's getting close to Father's Day, and I get a text from my mother a couple of weeks before Father's Day saying me and Dad would like you to come home for Father's Day weekend so that you can spend some time with Dad. Plus, we had another home we were doing at the time to be able to go coming out of family and pay my wheelchair and for me to have all the stuff I needed to take to be comfortable when I was on the road. So I knew that was in the works. So I told my lady about it. She says, okay, fine, you'll go home, you'll do your thing, or if I'm in or work the shift like I always do it, and we'll just pick it up like we do the next time I see you. Well, so that was fine. But me, I start saying, well, maybe it will rain. Maybe something happen and I won't have to go home to the weekend. And maybe I can just come home Sunday do the Father's Day doing to be able to see you and to put this on stone. So, a few days before, I reached out to my dad and I basically told him I wanna come home, but I have plans that Saturday night. Can we just do breakfast or lunch or dinner or whatever? And he says, yeah, that's fine. Just let me know and we'll take it from that. Or in the meantime, I have my mother, who's the sweetest lady in the world, and so she's trying to help me spend the most time with that possible, and so she's trying to talk to me about still coming home for the weekend, and I didn't want to start a fight or a fuss, so I just said, or I don't really want to, but I'll do it. So my dad, she invites my lady to come with me. Hey, my dad, she knew that I was trying to help her lady, because I had spent a few days in the hospital and they had me on all sorts of whatever, and so I told her when I was higher than height that she didn't mind, because she knows that I'm in my early 20s, I'm fully mentally sensitive. She knows I have a good set of good character, so she just says, oh, be careful, but see how she wears, and if it was that right, well, we're open to it. So she's trying to come home, trying to make it work. I'm trying to say, no, Mom, I don't want to come home. I always have the best. But by this point, it's Father's Day week. I'm kind of hope that I'm running out of time to make anything work. So I just tell Mel I'm sorry. There's no other way to make it work. I have to come home, but if you can do it and you can find coverage, you can come with. But she had find coverage because she was the coverage. And definitely so much coverage. And so I go home for Father's Day weekend, knowing that people were on to us, people were starting to figure out that there was something going on in one of the houses, and it was not quite closer, at least by the system cerebrals. So I come back that Sunday, and one of the normal graveyard ladies who also worked dream shifts a few days told me that somebody told the upper management about us, and so because of that, my lady had been told she couldn't see me anymore. No, as soon as she said the sentence, my heart went, it felt like this went out of my room. I started to cry. I didn't want to eat dinner. Obviously I did, and I knew I had to, but at that moment you could have sent me a pile of concrete and I would have kept. So I ate dinner, I went back to my room. I tried to call my friends. There was no answer. I tried texting her. There was no answer. And I knew what I'd do. I brought it when I started to tell everybody. Was you poke that initial pinprick on the side of a boat, and you poke that hole, and the water gets in, that hole will just keep getting bigger and bigger and bigger, and then eventually you just can't keep the water out anymore. And I know that's kind of a funny reality, but analogy. But with every person I told made that hole a little bit bigger, a little bit bigger, a little bit bigger, and then finally it got out to the one that actually told the management. And I was actually there the night that he did it. Because me and Mel had set up a shift for her to work, but there were issues at one of the other houses, and Mel and she was, they needed a female staff, and she was a female staff, and she was I felt for a brief period. So she tells me, I don't know about this one. I tell her, go ahead with the sis, do what you need to, and I'll see you whenever you top that. So by this point, in this night, I was a little bit upset because I knew that I lost my sister and all that. So the sweetest guy we had at the time, who I already knew who was a loudmouth because of some other events that happened in the house, come sauntering into my room and says, guess what? And as soon as he did that, I turned around and I lost my shit. And I went there and everyone, and so we ran out the back door and immediately called the upper management and told them that there was some lines between one of the caregivers and one of the clients, and there was nothing I could do to stop it once it came out of my mouth, and as soon as it did, I knew my roof was cut. So I went back from Father's Day knowing that they were onto us, and my caregiver told me what I talked about earlier, and so I went back to my room, tried to get a hold of her, know that, they told her she couldn't see me, they told me I couldn't see her. I tried to talk to the manager of the house, just give me 5 minutes. It's me, she won't do anything, but the manager couldn't do that, because if she did, it would have been her job on the line, and I would have hated to do that. So, now this is where I ask you, the listener, does what I just said the past little while seem fair to you? And my answer is a resounding no. Because yes, I'm developmentally challenged. Yes, I need help to stand up, to get to do every bit of the physical part of life, I need help. So I need to be where I'm at. But mentally, I own my own business. I take care of my own money. I have perfectly healthy friendships. I am capable of having perfectly healthy relationships, love life, all of that. Yes, it's a little bit different because of my disability. But why I say the system is severely flawed is because of the fact that I need physical help. You know, to go to bed, to use the toilet, to eat dinner, to take showers. Because I need help with that, but not the mental side of it. The system puts me in a box that doesn't let me live life the way a perfectly mentally normal person would. And one of the big selling points that the system tries to sell you on is the fact that they want you as a client to have every opportunity to lead as normal of life as possible. Well, my estimation and my understanding of life, and I know I'm not the only person out there who's been in this box. But if you feel pretty lazy, regardless of how you meet her, you should be able to get to know that lady. And if the relationship starts to take a little bit, so as long as you know what you're doing, you should be able to have room to take the relationship wherever she's fit to be taken. And this is something that has made me a little bit bitter about the system ever since then. They have so kind of put a period on this whole story. After a few months, me and her were able to reconnect, and I was trying to pack things up and saying so that I pushed too hard and pursued it, and that was my fault. But if the system would be set up in such a way that it had the rules for the people who needed the mental protection, but also had a way for people that need to have the mental freedom to be able to pursue those type of relationships if one of those type of relationships starts to transpire, then we should be able to have the choice to be able to do that. And I ask you, why can't we, everybody else will answer, have the people who listen to this have wives or girlfriends or some derivative of that. So why I, regardless of if she was my caregiver or not, this something because I have been thinking about it ever since it happened, and like I said earlier, I take full responsibility because I was the one that opened my mouth. But with all that being said, this is something that I feel needs to be thought about. This is something that needs to be done. We done about the system and the fact that I feel so strongly about this issue has made it all part of my life. You're welcome to it. I'm Mike Marble, and I hope you will give this episode a listen as you make your next pass through town.
Devil's honey. Some people might say you have a soul as black as midnight coal, or wonder what part that pesky devil came right up out of Georgia and stole. Because when you let out your hiss, it feels like Jack Daniel's last wet, cold-hearted kiss. If you walk out, that just means there won't be anyone you're going to miss deep down in that honey-like soul. A honey-like soul that goes deeper than any other this nice little country boy has ever seen. That brings a sweet beam of soft yellow morning light that shines like honey into any deep, dark, black cave. A light that shocks me to hear and see how much you gave, but you don't cave. Your undying love for people, and the fact that you treat them like a white dove even when the thunder rolls on those long dark nights, is why I think your soul is as sweet as that devil's honey.